Hello, everyone, and welcome to, or how am I doing my introduction? I'm Sientir, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with me. I don't know. Whatever I'm doing. So I decided before, there's, I think I was mentioning at the end of the last episode that there's one last monk elite skill I want to go get, but it's over in Ilona, and while I'm here, I want to go grab a very useful, versatile assassin elite skill. That's just very right nearby. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that first, and then concern myself with making my way over to Ilona. But I figured I'd go ahead and get this skill while I'm over in the general vicinity, just because it is just over this way a little ways. What's the exact path to it? Well, I mean, we can also be getting attacked by these guys. That's okay, I guess. Ferndale. I'm just auto-attacking while looking up what I need to know. This one. Yeah. Okay, that guy was being annoying. Okay, yeah. It's kind of... Yep, just up this way, basically. This is the one I want to take down. Okay, that was successful. And, let's see. Is there anything in particular? I was mentioning earlier this week that I'm in support of universal basic income. I don't know. If people want to hear me talk about that, they can ask. I do think automation, like, in general, actually, one of the things that's kind of happened is as technology has enabled people to be more productive, the demands for productivity have increased to where people aren't really reaping the benefits of that as much, per se, in terms of, like, increased leisure time relative. This is actually a topic this leads me to a topic, rather, that I've been kind of, that I do have on my list, though I'm not looking at that right now because I am focused on the game. But a topic that I have on my list that I want to talk about, which is sort of the concept of hard work. This has always kind of been one of those phrases that's kind of confused me. I feel like what it means generally when people use it is, I think this would take a long time or require a lot of effort for me. I'm reminded in particular of a time in middle school, probably, 6th grade, if I had to guess. When we had to do some sort of assignment and we had to put a certain amount of time into working on it. And I did not put in that amount of time. I made basically a web page. This is, oh goodness, when was I in high school? Or middle school. I think this was either middle school or high school. I don't remember exactly, but this would have been way back in 2000 to like 2005 range. Certainly before this game came out. And that was poor timing. And anyway, my point of where I'm getting with this is that I didn't put as much time into the work as I was supposed to, but like it was, a webcomic drawn in MS Paint with a mouse. So, not very good. And it was just a very simple website where you'd kind of use a drop-down, like old school HTML, use a drop-down and it would kind of like change the webpage or whatever. I don't remember the exact details, but it was nothing fancy. But I think because the instructor had no idea how to do it themselves, I think it was her, I don't remember anymore, all the details, but it was seen as, taking a lot of time to do. And I think that shows a sort of a bias on the assumption of how much time it takes to make this sort of stuff. You can dodge projectiles in this game, FYI. And, excuse me. That assumption, Urkel the Ambusher, yes, that's the guy I want. That assumption, I think, underlies all discussion of hard work. That, if it looks like it would be hard to me, then it's hard to do, right? And, like, So what qualifies as hard work? Is it just working for a long period of time? Is it amount of like effort spent to accomplish it? Especially once you get into tech stuff, it's not like it's physically hard work, right? So is it mentally hard work? How do you determine that? One person's hard work is another person's easy work when it comes to that sort of stuff often. That's certainly been my experience. Wow, this enemies balling up like this is actually easier to deal with than if they were staggered around. FYI. Did I... Okay, he must be in our back line. Yay, that's exactly where you want a boss. Actually, it's being in the middle of minions, so that's perfectly fine. The skill I want right here is Aura of Displacement. It teleports you to an enemy and then gives you what's called a maintained enchantment or whatever. You have -1 energy regeneration while it's on, and then when you disable the enchantment, you teleport back to where you started. So it's just very flexible. Okay, so I'm going to go to the marketplace. Because I took care of the boss that I wanted to, and I'm hoping that this is a small enough zone that it's not unreasonable to find what I'm looking for. I love a lot of this architecture, by the way. I love this sort of Asian-inspired architecture. I mean, I like the actual Asian architecture, too, for what that's worth. But anyway, so, like, what makes something hard work has always been a bit of a mystery to me. Am I working hard playing a game that I love and talking about stuff that interests me? I'm certainly putting time into doing so. Does that make it hard work? Does it make it more hard work if I put, 3 hours of editing into each episode and I don't? Because I'm not going to do that. That's not the sort of work I want to do. And this is kind of like what my point is we value the concept of hard work, but often I think what that translates into is that person spent a lot of time working, therefore they were working hard, right? Putting in a lot of time. And that's not always true. Like, some people are legitimately doing hard work, but we need to kind of value efficient work over hard work, I think, where people are getting stuff done in a good, effective, and efficient manner. I am not seeing what I was wanting to see. What I'm looking for, by the way, is an NPC. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. I can just go to Embark Beach from here. Thorpe. I want to go to Embark Beach because it allows me to be able to get to Ilona without having to go through Commodon, which, how convenient, which has a very painfully small party size of 4. Let's see, I think Corna and Manpost. Ventus Cemetery works. So, like, that goes kind of back to what I was trying to say, is that with the rise in technology, people have been working just as much, if not more, and getting more done. Productivity has increased, but the demands for productivity have increased along with it. And that leads to a situation where instead of being A, employing more people, and B, reaping the fruits of the efficiencies that technology bring, fewer people are expected to do more. And I don't think that's really... I think that's an unfortunate thing due to a combination of cultural stuff. And of course, I'm talking about the United States of America. There are other countries that handle things differently. I can only really talk about the culture of the United States because I don't know enough about other countries to be able to speak to their culture in any sort of meaningful way. But all cultures have points where they just make really nonsensical decisions. Aha, this one needs to go down. It's the monk. This is also a monk, incidentally. Tuca birds. Yep. I just need to follow along this road edge to find the enemy with the elite skill I want. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. Bring this up. Approaching 10 minutes. Okay, crested and tuca birds are annoying and are not monks. They are mesmers. There we go. Whereas regular and Tuca birds. Okay. But yeah, so it's just that whole idea of I've been trained that working hard means working, 40 plus hours a week and putting in a lot of time and effort and that sort of thing. And I wonder, is that, should it really feel like you're working hard, or should it be more like play, ideally? I mean, some stuff obviously is going to have to be hard work, but as in it's hard to work on. You have to really force yourself to work on it. That's always going to be the case. I certainly feel that way about editing the Ramblers. That's something that I have to push myself to do, and I'm not always excited about doing it. I often enjoy recording them, but the actual publication side of things, the editing and publication side, is not something I'm especially fond of. This guy is super annoying, so if we can, I want to try to take him down. Okay, good. Okay, he's down. There we go. Let's just take down this boss. Alrighty then. That gets us Glimmer of Light, which is an elite skill because it has a 1 second recharge. That's why it's an elite skill. The recharges, the quarter-second cast time is fast for healing prayer skill, and the 1 second recharge is very fast. There's still times where you wish it recharged faster, but it is very fast. So, okay, so that covers some of those monk elite skills I was wanting to go capture. What should I do on this character? I kind of want to... oh, I could... Now that would take a long while. I'm thinking a bit about what I want to kind of approach and try to do. See. Can do a bit more in factions, though. I think I might do that. I'm just going to put my Stunning Strike back on and go ahead and put on Snowstorm. So, let's see. I've done Arborstone, Boreas Seabed. The next one is actually... Okay, so I should go from Lutgarda's Conservatory over to the other zone on the other side of the map. And I should be part Dervish. Drachen Orden of Germania. Okay, well, the Germans have this spot. So I'm doing the Defenders of the Forest. What I'm actually going for right here. And they're all in Drazak Thicket, so I can get to Drazak Thicket kind of around like that way, but I want to go through here. So I want to go out to Ferndale and across. Do I have... I'm thinking a little bit about what stuff I want to do on this character, and I kind of think I want to get a bow at some point. So I will keep that in my mind. Something I want to accomplish. For now, though, I'm just going to walk over to the other side of this bit of zone. The reason why I bring it up is because there's a boss that has the Barrage Elite skill, which is a very good bow elite skill. That is just on the other side of things here. So I'm probably going to capture... Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm probably going to capture that, because if I want to use a bow, it's very useful to have Barrage, and I might as well capture it while I'm in the area. That won't be until next episode, I'm quite sure. I wonder if Spear of Remedy is worth having on my bar. You... Okay, good. That's the important thing. Wanted to get that enemy down. there's so much stuff where it's like, if we changed culture to be more focused on people, it would make things better. And trying to focus on providing people time for their relationships, not having the measure of someone's worth be on their job or their income or prestige socially and things like that. I just did a bunch of really bad ordering on that enemy. Okay, didn't ultimately matter, but... Sequencing. This game is very TCG-like in some of its design, incidentally. I think is rather fascinating. There we go. That cleared up. Let's go after the Stone Scale Kieran, because it has skills that let it resurrect people, and I'd rather not do that. Or make minions, rather. And I'd rather be the one to be making minions. Is there a bunch of Oni back there? There is Oni back there. Well, now I need to go get those coins. That's how this works. We'll get to the next outpost, and then that will be the end of this episode. A little bit lagging. It is getting kind of warm. Oh, we spawned more Oni. Great. That's not what I wanted. It's getting a bit warm in my room. Oh well. Boop. A little bit more gold. Hope things are going well for you, whoever you are, that you're having a good day, or a better one, that the woes placed upon you by societal BS are not too overwhelming or too burdensome, that you're finding a way in life, that you're not randomly dazing warriors for no good reason. Things like that, you know. There's really no reason to daze warriors, by the way. They're almost never affected by it. These guys need to go down. Okay, for some reason that guy dropped a shield. I'll take it. This will probably be a little bit of a longer episode. I should probably take some time to think about what I want to talk about between episodes, and also drink some water because my throat's starting to get sore. That's a sign I haven't been drinking enough water. At least that's how I'm interpreting that. Drop a snowstorm over there. Excuse me. That's what happens when my throat gets feeling dry. I'm gonna drink some water. You know what? Why not? That was mighty tasty. Anyone who watches my Let's Program show on Fridays knows that I enjoy myself some water. I want to record some more of that show soon. Stored up a bunch of episodes because I do like a 4-hour-long programming session. That'd be like 8 episodes, and I do another one the next day because I'm into what I'm doing. Interesting. There's certain types of programming I really, really enjoy. There's other types I don't much. And, he dodged. Oh, annoying. And, that's, I mean, it's just like anything, right? But I enjoy a lot of the sort of tools-oriented development that I do on that show. So sometimes I get into it and I record, you know. And the thing is, like, the amount of time you can record each day is a bit limited because your voice does wear out. So you can only do so much recording per day. Like, that's one of those things, right? Going back to that sort of hard work thing. That's one of those things that you run into is, like, well, this is how much recording I can do today because my voice is exhausted. So anyway, until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.